My name is Reyna Carranza. I am doing my presentation on the Native American culture, in specific the Tule River Yokuts. The Tule River Yokuts are a Native American tribe located in Porterville, California, in the Sierra Nevada foothills of Tulare County. The reservation, known as the Tule River Indian Reservation, spans over 55,000 acres and is home to members of the Yokuts and other tribes. The reservation is situated near the Tule River, which has been vital to the tribe's survival and cultural traditions. The Tule River Yokuts are part of the larger Yokuts people, a group of indigenous tribes that historically lived in the San Joaquin Valley of Central California. They are well known for their deep connection to nature. They practice sustainable fishing and gathering. Their traditional homes, called Tule huts, were made from tule reeds found along river banks. Today, the Tule River tribe governs itself and operates large businesses such as the Eagle Mountain Casino, contributing to economic development in Porterville, California, and tribal welfare. The Tule River Yokuts, like many indigenous groups, faced challenges during Spanish, Mexican, and American colonization. Originally living freely in the fertile valley, their population declined due to disease, forced labor, and displacement in the 18th and 19th centuries. In 1856, they were relocated to the Tule River Indian Reservation, where they continue to preserve their traditions and sovereignty. Despite historical hardships, the Tule River tribe remains resilient. They have fought for their land, rights, and cultural preservation, with efforts including language revitalization, educational programs, and cultural events. The Tule River Yokuts traditionally spoke Yokutasan language, which are part of the Penishuan language family. The Yokutasan language were once spoken throughout the San Joaquin Valley by multiple Yokut tribes, but due to colonization, forced assimilation, and declining speakers, the language is now considered critically endangered. The language consists of multiple dialects, with each Yokuts group having its own variation. It is an agglutinative language, meaning that words are often formed by adding suffixes to a root word. The Tule River Yokuts tribe has been working to revitalize the language through classes and workshops for tribal members, elder-led storytelling programs to pass down traditional knowledge, integration into schools and cultural events. And since the number of fluent speakers is very low, this is all crucial for keeping the language alive. This is a little bit about their religion and spiritual beliefs. They traditionally practice a spiritual belief system deeply connected to nature, animals, and ancestral spirits. Their religion was animistic, meaning that they believed that all things, humans, animals, plants, and even natural elements like rivers and mountains, had spirits. For example, nature and the spirit world. The Tule River Yokuts believed in a balance between humans and nature. They held ceremonies to honor the land, animals, and spirits that guided them. Shamans and healers. Shamans, or spiritual leaders, played an important role in their religious practices. They were believed to have special powers to heal sickness, interpret dreams, and communicate with spirits. Sacred animals and symbols. Certain animals, such as eagles, bears, and coyotes, held spiritual significance. They often appeared in stories and were believed to have supernatural powers. Traditional clothing before colonization. Clothing was made from natural materials suited to the warm climate of Central California. For men, typically they wore breechcloths made of deerskin or plant fibers like tule reeds. In colder weather, they wore animal skins such as deer or rabbit fur for warmth. Women wore skirts made of tule grass, bark fibers, or animal hides. Some skirts had decorative fringes or were dyed with natural pigments. Both men and women often went barefoot, but sometimes wore sandals made of woven plant fibers. They used face and body paint for ceremonies and special events. During ceremonial dances, they still wear elaborate feathered capes, beaded necklaces, and painted designs symbolizing their connection to the natural world. Clothing after European contact and today. With the arrival of Spanish, Mexican, and American settlers, the Yokuts began wearing more European-style clothing such as shirts, trousers, and dresses. Mission life forced many indigenous people to wear wool or cotton garments provided by the Spanish. Today, Tule River tribal members wear modern clothing for everyday life, but they still incorporate traditional regalia during cultural events like their annual Tule River powwow. Modern regalia includes beaded dresses, ribbon skirts, feathered hair, headdresses, and moccasins, often handmade and passed down through generations. A big traditional celebration is the Tule Rivers Tribal Annual Powwow. It is a large gathering that draws participants and the public from across North America. Usually, it is held in September every year, and this event has various tribal dances during drumming competitions and cultural demonstrations such as flint knapping, basket weaving, and language workshops. Attendees can also explore a variety of Native American vendors that sell clothing, jewelry, and unique crafts. A big traditional food for them are Native American tacos, which are commonly known as Indian tacos or Navajo tacos. They are a large staple creation that combines traditional indigenous fry bread with various toppings reminiscent of classic taco ingredients. The dish has become a staple at powwows, fairs, and family gatherings across many Native American communities. Usually during powwows, Native American vendors specialize in just selling Indian tacos. They are much like Mexican pupusas. If you haven't had them, I highly recommend them. They are so good. And to prepare Native American tacos, a piece of fried bread serves as a base, which is then topped with beans, ground beef, lettuce, diced tomatoes, shredded cheese, and sour cream with salsa. Discrimination before and now. Loss of language and identity. As part of the assimilation policies, Native American languages and cultural practices were severely suppressed. Many Native Americans lost their ability to speak their native languages, and traditional ceremonies were outlawed. Racism and stereotypes. Racist stereotypes and misrepresentations in mainstream culture, from being seen as savages to modern day portrayals in the media that are often inaccurate and demeaning. This type of discrimination has marginalized their cultural identity and reinforced harmful misconceptions. Poverty and health disparities. They all continue to face significant disparities in income, education, and healthcare. Native Americans experience higher rates of poverty, unemployment, and health issues like diabetes and alcoholism compared to the general population. Legal and political struggles. Tribes continue to fight for their rights to sovereignty, land, and resources. Legal battles over land rights, natural resources, and jurisdiction have often put Native American communities at odds with the state and federal governments. Sports and Native American mascots. This is a really big topic. The use of Native American mascots in sports is a continuous issue. Some believe that mascots honor Native cultures by highlighting qualities like bravery and strength, while many Native Americans argue that such mascots have harmful stereotypes and are disrespectful. For example, in the pride aspect, you can argue that they are respectful and they are honoring, as well as showing cultural identity. But in the prejudice area, you can say that they are stereotyping, having cultural appropriation, and having a historical impact. The impact is that these mascots can shape how people view Native Americans, especially younger generations. They might start to associate culture with just these exaggerated stereotypes instead of understanding the real history and culture. In conclusion, the Tule River Yokuts have a rich history and culture that they've worked hard to preserve. From their traditional practices like language revitalization and ceremonies to their celebrations and beliefs, they continue to honor their heritage. It's inspiring to see how they've maintained their traditions while adapting to the modern world and ensuring that their legacy thrives for future generations. It's also very important that we approach their history and culture with respect and compassion, acknowledging their experiences and supporting their ongoing efforts to preserve and celebrate their heritage. My references were 2 articles as well as a face-to-face interview I had with Shane Nier.